Adesanya's moving up a weight class, as we mentioned, but it's a 20-pound jump from 185 to 205. Chael, you've made this transition before from middleweight to light heavyweight. What are the biggest challenges Adesanya will face in this division?
Well, guys, we always call it a size advantage, but history has showed us many times it's a disadvantage. History has shown us many times the lighter guy is a little bit quicker. The lighter guy gets tired a little bit later. I bring this to you because Adesanya is doing an experiment right now. Anybody, including myself, who's moved up a weight class logically decides, I need to pump some iron, I need to fill out, I need to grow into the weight class. Excuse me, Adesanya said, no, I don't want to change my physiology. I don't want to reset my timing or my balance. I don't want to mess with my endurance. I'm going to be the smaller guy, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to beat him anyway.
Yeah, and I think that, Chael, I think that's a good point that Israel Adesanya wanted to stay around the same weight that he normally would be at for 185 pounds. I think that the speed will be on his side, but the problem that I worry about is that power that Blachowicz has. He's one of those guys at 205 that he only needs to land 1 or 2 punches to really rock Izzy in this fight, and I don't think he's going to get to land many, but it's that one that concerns me in the small cage and having 25 minutes to find that one punch that can change that fight.
Again, by the time we get to Saturday night, there could be as much as a 20-pound difference between Blachowicz and Adesanya once those guys put on some more weight, mostly for Blachowicz. Paul, let me pose this question to you. If you look at Adesanya's skill set, which is one of the best we've seen ever in the history of the UFC, what part of his arsenal do you believe he'll utilize against the bigger fighter in this case?
You know, I think it's going to be his movement and his creativity. He's going to have to use his feints and just his misdirections inside that octagon. Since it is smaller, it's his movement that's really going to set things apart. And he's got to get Blachowicz to overcommit, really throw those big, powerful shots, move forward, and fall onto the sword. Because as he comes in, Izzy is so good at just picking you apart at range as you try to rush in and hit him with those big hammers. It might not work out. He's got to use that distance, use feints, and draw the attack out of Blachowicz, and then look to counter and be a sniper in there.
All right, Chael, Adesanya's getting all the attention, or I should say most of the attention in this fight for obvious reasons. And Blachowicz, though, he's accustomed to this. Once again, coming into the fight as an underdog, despite winning 8 of his last 9 bouts. What are you expecting to see from him on this stage in this moment?
But, Yves, this is shocking disrespect, okay? Not only the fact that a guy in Adesanya who's never ever competed in the division gets to be a #1 contender, a guy in Adesanya who can't even make the contracted weight is also a 3-1 favorite. Excuse me. If there's any reason to be upset and feel disrespected, Blachowicz, along the way to this, took out Dominic Reyes, who, by the way, most people thought beat John Jones. Along the way here, Blachowicz knocked out Luke Rockhold, who is a former world champion. I mean, to disrespect and overlook a guy like this is very surprising to me. I don't think that Adesanya is dismissing him, but I'm telling you, the bettors and fans have.
Hey, consider this, though. By the time he gets to the octagon on Saturday night, he will enter the cage as an underdog for the 8th time in his last 10 fights. But again, he's won 8 of his last 9, and he's the champ at 205. But again, that's just par for the course for Blachowicz en route to that 205 title.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.